Brows are everything.
Hey guys, so today we're gonna teach you how Kylie gets her perfectly shaped eyebrows. So Kylie and I like to tint our brows before we do brows. Just a little tip if you want your brows to be a little bit more predominant. So I like to start off with a spoolie, just to comb the brows up in an upright position. Next thing you wanna do is take a brow pencil. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills in medium brown. Starting at the very end of her brow, I'm gonna go ahead and start creating the arch of her brow. Very light feather-like strokes to create the illusion of a more realistic brow. So the way you wanna measure how long your brow should be is by taking the same spoolie from the very tip of your nose to the end of your temple. That's where your brow should end. So now with very light strokes, you want to continue to go more towards the front of the brow and having a lighter pressure as you get to the front part of her brows. Our brows are naturally a lot more dense towards the very outer corner and they get a lot softer towards the front, so you want to keep creating that illusion as you're filling them in. Once you have your desired shape, I actually like using foundation for this part. I'm using RCMA in Shinto number 1. Along with that, I'm gonna be using a flat shader concealer brush. I start from the bridge of the brow, working my way inward. I softly bring the product down through her lid, and this will prep her for eyeshadow application. Go ahead and blend out the concealer. I like to use my fingers because of the warmth of your skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use a darker foundation. This is RCMA in Shinto 2. Using the very end of the brush, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel out some of the brow tint to give it a more defined shape. So a lot of people talk about how Kylie's face shape has changed, and brows are like a really major point in that. They frame and shape the face, and because of that, Kylie now has more structure and symmetry to her face. So here's one brow finished. And as you can see, it's a little bit more elongated. There's a better shape to the brow. Her arch is starting a lot more predominantly right here, towards like the center of her eye. So we're gonna go ahead and do the next brow. Same thing. And it's really important that before we start makeup or any type of brow application, her brows are shaped to give me a nice guideline before I start. And this is our completed look on how we do Kylie's brows.